Welcome back to Nepali Politicians, the Comedy Chronicles. This is the show where we dive deep into the hilarious world of Nepali politics. If you thought stand-up comedians were funny, wait till you see our politicians in action. They have a knack for turning serious matters into laughable moments. This is the show where we talk about the funniest people in Nepal. From election rallies to parliamentary sessions, every event is a comedy show in itself. The way they promise the moon and deliver nothing is truly an art form. And no, I'm not talking about comedians, I'm talking about the people who are supposed to lead the country. Yes, our beloved politicians. I'm talking about our politicians. They debate, they argue, and they make promises that are as empty as a comedian's punchline. These guys are funnier than any stand-up comedian. Their speeches are filled with so much humor, you'd think they were auditioning for a comedy show. Except instead of jokes, they make empty promises. Promises that sound too good to be true, and guess what? They usually are. But hey, at least they keep things interesting, right? Their antics are a never-ending source of entertainment. Today we're looking at all the drama, the promises, and the craziness of Nepali politics. From heated debates to dramatic walkouts, it's all here. You know it's going to be wild, you know it's confusing, but you just can't stop watching. It's like a soap opera, but with real-life consequences. So grab some momos and get ready to laugh and cry at the Comedy Chronicles of Nepali politics. Let's go. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Let's talk about elections, the biggest reality show in Nepal. Every 5 years the country transforms into a grand stage where politicians become the main actors, and we, the citizens, are the audience. Every 5 years, it's the same thing. Politicians suddenly appear, pretending they care about us. They flood our streets with posters, banners, and loudspeakers blaring their promises. They shake hands, visit villages, and interact with people as if they've always been there for us. But we know better, don't we? They make huge promises. Free education, free healthcare, perfect roads, they promise everything. They paint a picture of a utopia that seems too good to be true. They talk about a digital Nepal, but we can't even get good Wi-Fi. Imagine a country where technology is supposed to flourish, yet we struggle with basic connectivity. They're promising us flying cars when we have potholes the size of craters. Our roads are a mess, and yet they dream of futuristic advancements, and they say it with a straight face. No shame, just pure confidence. It's almost admirable how they can lie so convincingly. Forget Hollywood actors, our politicians give Oscar-worthy performances every election. Their speeches are filled with passion, drama, and sometimes even tears. But hey, at least it's entertaining, right? We get a front row seat to the greatest show in the country. Who needs Netflix when you have Nepali politics? It's the best reality show, full of drama and surprises. Every election season we are reminded that truth is indeed stranger than fiction. Now let's talk about the blame game. It's a never-ending saga in the world of politics, especially here in Nepal. Every time something goes wrong, politicians act like little kids. They point fingers, raise their voices, and try to shift the blame onto someone else. "It wasn't me, it was them!" they shout, hoping to divert attention from their own shortcomings. The economy is bad? Blame the other guys. It's always easier to point fingers than to take responsibility and find solutions. Power outages? Blame the other guys. Instead of working together to fix the problem, they just keep passing the buck. A fly landed in their food? Blame the other guys. It seems like there's no issue too small or too big for them to avoid taking responsibility. Do they think we're stupid? We know you're all in this together. The public is not blind to these tactics. They spend so much time blaming each other, they forget to do their actual jobs. The real issues remain unsolved while they bicker. It's like kids fighting over cake while the house is on fire. The priorities are all wrong and the consequences are dire. Next, they'll blame power outages on the other guys too. It's a never-ending cycle of blame and deflection. They're stealing all the electricity, that's why your lights are off, they claim, as if that explains everything. Until our politicians grow up and stop blaming everyone else, we'll be here watching the blame game and laughing and crying. It's a tragic comedy that we can't seem to escape. Ah, promises, promises. Politicians are so good at making promises. Remember the smart city? Yeah, we're still waiting, it's been years, and the only smart thing is how we avoid potholes. Driving in Nepal is like a video game, except instead of obstacles we have potholes and cows. Remember the promises of electricity all the time? Yeah, that was a good one. We're still dealing with power cuts. But hey, who needs electricity when we have politicians who can give amazing speeches? Ever notice how politicians' speeches are like Bollywood movies? Lots of drama, no story, and lots of pauses. It's like they're trying out for a movie, not talking about our problems. And the speeches? Full of empty promises and confusing words. Great acting? Maybe. Solutions to our problems? Not really. But hey, at least it's entertaining, right? Because in Nepal, politics is entertainment. That's Nepali politics. Drama, comedy, and nobody taking responsibility. But hey, at least it's interesting, right? What's your favorite political moment? Tell us in the comments, let's laugh together. Laughter is the best medicine, especially when it comes to Nepali politics. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more Comedy Chronicles. Because in Nepal, politics is entertainment. See you next time.